Good afternoon, everyone. So, I'm going to discuss today one unusual case, that is very large macular hole. And what I have used is combination technique, various combination in this one case. So this is a 71-year lady came to me 2 months back. She was a known case of macular hole from the last 1.5 year, and the minimal hole diameter was almost 1100 micron, and the base diameter was 1300 micron. The best corrected visual acuity was 2 by 16 this eye. In this case, it's very difficult to decide whether to operate or not, because 2 by 60 vision, 71 years of age, very large macular hole. But by Lalit's word, I thought, okay, if the hole is there, we have to close the hole, irrespective of the visual gain. So in this case, I have decided to combine the technique of macular massage of Sergei Alpatov, then inverted flap technique of my friend Zofia Michalvaska, and a few modification in each and every step from my side. So first I will discuss the modifications. Usually we start the macular hole surgery from the margin of the, where we have to give the peripheral margin of the ILM peeling. But in this case, I have started the surgery at the margin of the hole. Just I want to detach the whole margin and make the retina more flexible at the center. The second was, then I have done 160 degree of ILM peeling on the nasal side. Usual temporal ILM flap, we used to keep the, we used to do the 180 degree temporal ILM flap and left the nasal ILM side. But in this case, because the hole was very large, I don't want to keep any traction around the fovea. So I have peeled the 160 degree nasal ILM flap, and rest 200 degree I have peeled from the retina, but kept it there, and because I want to close the hole with the inverted flap technique. Now, why I have kept the whole, the peeling so large? If we'll go to our physics classes of 11th standard, we will find if the two plates are separate, two glass plates are separate with a thin film of water, to separate these glass plates, we need to apply a force which is directly proportional to 2Ta upon d. T is surface tension and A is the area of contact. So F is directly proportional to the area of contact. That means if some natural force will dislodge this flap, that will be directly proportional to the area of contact. So if the flap will large, the more force, the more natural force will be required. So the chances of large flap to be there over the hole is more than the small flap. After this, I have done the macular massage from periphery to center to make the retina more flexible. For this, I have used the silicon tip cannula. Me and Dr. Debulal have started the same technique at the different place, and both of them totally unknown to each other, and both the technique are published this year in IGO. How to do the ILM massage, how to do the retinal massage with the help of the silicon tip cannula. At last, I cover the hole with the flap, with my technique, that is cap, color visco assisted ILM flap placement over the hole. Now I am going to show you the small video. This is macular massage. I have peeled the nasal side and the temporal side. Now I am going to show the ILM massage and cap technique. Just see, I am doing the massage with the silicon tip cannula 23 gauge from periphery to center. You can see the hole is becoming smaller on table. My aim is not to close the hole like Alpatov with the forceps, because I don't want to injure the margin of the hole. Just make it small. After this, color visco, colored by brilliant blue, fluid air exchange. Because I have done the 200 degree ILM flap, the vectorial forces has driven the flap towards the hole on the nasal side. You can see the hole, the flap is over the hole at the end of the surgery. This is 2 months after. It's not 100%, it's a U-shaped closure. ILM flap is here, not 100% normal type, but it is very small. And the vision has improved from 2 by 60 to 6 by 60. And the patient is much, much happier. So these, all the combination I have done in single surgery. Thank you.